Welcome to Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball, presented by Nike. Beautiful day in Big D, day 2 of weekend 1. Athletes Unlimited Women's Basketball. Game 1 of our doubleheader features Team Mitchell taking on Team Gray. Kelsey's squad 0-1 after a tough defeat to Odyssey Sims and Team Sims, while Alicia Gray saw her team have 6 players in double figures, including Natasha Cloud. All love from Tosh as we get set for tip-off. Brendan Glasheen and the Hall of Famer Cheryl Swoops, Ari Chambers will join us as well. Great to have you with us. An excellent first day on Thursday. What stood out most to you?
I mean, it was exactly what we expected. The stars showed up, but we had some newcomers that had a big performance as well. 2
first-year forwards. Emily Engstler filled the stat sheet, a couple of steals, 6 block shots, and was an impact player offensively, too.
Yeah, Emily Engstler was everything. Currently sitting 5th on the leaderboard because she did so many things. Defensively, getting block shots. Offensively, putting it on the floor, attacking the basket, drawing a foul. Oh, and I can push in transition too. I see you. Nice little give it back to me, finish. Nice up and under, getting the bet off her feet, finishing and one. Emily Engstler was huge for Team Gray. And on the other side for Team Mitchell, Maddie Segrist, another newcomer who had a double-double, 18 points, 12 boards, because she can do so many things as well. Spotting up from behind the arc, knocking down a 3. Uh-oh, Kalani, I know you're my teammate, but not today, boo. Maddie Segrist was huge for Team Mitchell.
Couple of members of the Dallas Wings. It is Dallas Wings Day here in Dallas, Texas. We'll have lineups and tip-off next. Day 2 of AU opening weekend. Welcome back, Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. Team Mitchell, Team Gray coming up in just a few moments here at Fair Park Coliseum. Team Gray 1-0. Team Mitchell looks for its first win and to add to their 1-quarter win through 1 day of action. Let's go into the game now, and we'll remind our friends of the Air National Guard. Dory Harrison from the other night.
I met Drake, and he told me he loved me. I got a video. Drake, I love you too. I'm a legend. I'm someone. She from the South. Damn, you cracking me up. When I pass you the ball, you be like this. Like football. Ah, let's go, Purple. Right here, this is us. Just dunk the next one. You're too close.
Cheryl, we need to get our hands on that video.
Well, I just want to meet Drake. I haven't met Drake either. That was funny, though.
Dory Harrison, Izzy's younger sister, first year in AU. Saw a few minutes of action for Team Mitchell on Thursday night. Here are today's starting lineups for game one of our doubleheader. Kelsey Mitchell at the controls, joined by Zia Cook and Air Hearn in the backcourt. Maddie Siegrist off the double-double, 18 and 12, efficient shooting night. And let's not leave out Letitia Amihere, who won MVP 2 of our second game last night, had 16, 4 and 4, a couple of blocks, some steals. Cloud, Bulgak, Gray, Enksler, and Tiffany Mitchell, the 5 for Team Gray. Off and running, Zia Cook, tied up by Gray, draped all over her defensively. Enksler and Siegrist are featured players. Siegrist the fall away, halfway down and out.
And that's a matchup that I'm looking forward to watching tonight, or today, Siegrist and Enksler.
Both teams missed their first shots. Again, each player is awarded 60 points for winning individual quarters. Team Gray won 3 of 4 quarters yesterday. Cook off the catch. Rebound, Emily Enksler. We discussed the unselfishness of Team Gray. 35 field goals made, 22 assists. Anytime you're over 60%, that's a good sign. You're sharing the rock.
Oh, absolutely. And for Team Gray, Alicia Gray, her thing coming in was, we want to do just that. Let's move the basketball. Let's share the basketball. And they did a great job of that on opening night.
Cook. Cold start. Gray leaps forward. Alicia Gray. Backing down, turnaround Jay, too strong. Zia Cook ahead of the pack and lost it out of bounds. Some jitters early here, Cheryl.
Well, it's like, and you would expect that to happen on opening night. But opening night was very different from what we're seeing right now. But we also have, again, different matchups, players understanding each other. If you look at the matchups, Tiffany Mitchell, Kelsey Mitchell, they're not teammates anymore with the Fever, but they used to be teammates. So you know the two of them know each other's games. And then you have Zia Cook guarding Alicia Gray. They played together at South Carolina.
Gamecock against Gamecock. Gray swish in Cook's grill.
Her game is so smooth. Oh, that's nice, Kelsey.
Amihere, Bulgak and Enksler collide to make it challenging. As the break develops, Tiffany Mitchell deep in the lane. Cloud spots up. Got a 3.
Great push. Alicia Gray finding Tiffany Mitchell. Tosh Cloud spotting up behind the 3.
Natasha Cloud, first made 3-pointer of opening weekend. You are awarded 30 points when you knock down a 3, the most you can garner for any individual stat. Here is our overview of AU Season 3, 40 world-class athletes, the innovative scoring system. We will share the intricacies of that throughout the day. Cook is denied. There's Enksler.
Another one of her mini blocks. She had 6 on opening night, and she is starting off where she left off, just like Alicia Gray is doing the exact same thing.
Team Gray has found its rhythm. A couple of 3s. Cloud and Gray elevated from the defense by Emily Enksler. We'll step aside. We're underway in Dallas.
What?
Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Nike. Night one was Thursday night here in Dallas, Texas. Athletes Unlimited Season 3. Natasha Cloud, Maddie Siegrist, some of the stars, and Team Sims put on a clinic offensively in the second half, scoring a league high 94 points. Once again, league overview, Season 3, 40 athletes as opposed to the 44, but with the shrunk season down from 5 weeks to 4 weeks. New teams each week drafted by team captains. Top 4 point scorers are named team captains after each week, so we have one featured today in Alicia Gray.
Team Mitchell called that timeout, and she has a whole new 5 out besides herself.
Taj Cole is out there guarding the ball. Also in the lineup, Dory Harrison, who has met Drake.
Which is the most important thing.
I think she would want that at the top of the resume.
Absolutely.
And then the basketball.
Gonna go in her bio for sure. Well, the other thing with Dory, since we're on the Drake,
Sure.
not only does she play basketball, Dory is a very good makeup artist as well. But I was saying, Team Mitchell called a timeout, and obviously there's something Kelsey didn't like with that starting 5 because she subbed everyone out. Maybe she's looking for some energy, some defense, a spark off the bench that can get them going.
When you played and your coach or your team did not get off to a good start, how did you try to settle yourself down after an 0 for 7 shooting display early on from Team Mitchell?
Well, I mean, lots of times, yeah, a timeout is what it is. And you just have to find a way you get together. You know, the coach is going to say what he or she's going to say. And then as a team, you have to get together and figure out, like, what is it that we need to do? And sometimes it's not just on the offensive end. You get a couple of stops, you turn that into points, and then you can find yourself right back in the game. And Kelsey Mitchell is a competitor, so you know she is not happy with this start.
Right, string together, pardon me, those stops and get a few kills, and then that stops the momentum of the other team. It's a 10-0 start for Team Gray. Team Mitchell 0 for 8 from the floor. Ty Young. Not that time, rebound Cloud. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists for Cloud. Mitchell airborne and drew a foul on Harrison.
Sometimes offensively, it's just not your day or night. But you can always find a way to defend and get some stops, and hopefully you can turn your defense into some easy buckets offensively.
Tiffany Mitchell at the line. Let's welcome in the third member of our team, Ari Chambers. Hi, Ari.
Hi, how are you doing? I'm so excited to see Tiffany Mitchell out here just balling out. We know what she can do. I love how AU gives her the stage to do that. And Alicia Gray, she drafted really properly because these Gamecocks together, you saw exactly what they were able to do last week.
Yeah, we talked to Alicia Gray about that, and she said she had a strategy when it came into the draft, and I thought she drafted Tiffany Mitchell because they were teammates at South Carolina, right? And she said, no, it's because Tiffany is a baller. That's why I drafted her.
Tiffany just has the range. She can drive, she can shoot. She's just very aggressive. I love the way she plays the game.
And with a point guard as your facilitator in Bree January, a long tenure in the W, you have that same mindset from the bench to the floor. Interchangeable. And that's what you said this yesterday, or pardon me, on Thursday, Cheryl. Natasha Cloud can also go hunt for her own shot and then also facilitate for others.
You know, when you look at the squad they have, and Emily Inksler, who can, I'm sorry, I'm just impressed. I love that kid. I love her game. I love how hard she plays. But when you look at the squad that Alicia Gray put together, she obviously had a strategy, and that strategy not only worked in opening night, but it's working today too.
Team Mitchell 0 for 10 from the floor, and they've turned the ball over a few times now in this first quarter. 13-0 Team Gray. 4 of 7 from the floor, including 3 of 4 from deep. Emily Inksler in this first quarter, 3 points, 6 rebounds, and already a couple of block shots.
That's impressive. And I love giving players props. Emily Ainksler, a training camp contract with the Washington Mystics, she has a really good shot at making that squad, especially with EDD sitting out this year and not playing.
Very good point. There is a hole in that front court. Ainksler, former #4 overall pick of Indiana in 2022.
Yeah, and not only is Team Gray getting it done on the offensive end, but defensively, Alicia Gray just finding Adu running the floor. And we hadn't even mentioned Adu today, and she was phenomenal in opening night.
And because of her dominance, has to be accounted for.
I mean, she's another one of those players that we talked about. She absolutely needs to be in somebody's training camp.
Midway through the opening quarter, 4th team foul on Team Mitchell. Bulgak is on the board. 4 of 5 starters for Team Gray have etched the score sheet. 16-0 midway through opening quarter. Ami here. Steamrolls in. Bulgak is called for the foul.
I mean, we're talking about Team Mitchell not scoring the ball very well or scoring at all right now offensively, but let's give credit to Team Gray, because defensively they are everywhere on the floor, making it very difficult for Team Mitchell to score the basketball.
Letitia Ami here, busy at the line Thursday. Got there 9 times, 6 makes. Was the 9th overall pick in Monday's draft. Set for her 2nd season in the WNBA with the Atlanta Dream, also out of South Carolina.
Well, we were talking about the newcomers in opening night, and Ami here was another one. She finished with 16 points on opening night.
3 blocks, 2 steals in 34 minutes.
Those are some good numbers.
Finally gets Team Mitchell on the board. They got that 0 off there. Float game, baby. Alicia Gray has 7 points in the opening quarter.
And she had to get that up high over Ami here.
I admire players that have mastered the high arcing floater. One thing to float it, but when you have that proper trajectory,
yeah,
I don't know how they do it.
That's tough. I didn't have it.
I didn't want to go there.
No,
just
I didn't
in case
have
you
it.
didn't. Okay.
I don't think it existed when I played.
Team Gray on a mission these first couple of days in week 1. Loose ball picked up by Tiffany Mitchell.
Yeah, defensively, Team Gray is everywhere.
Sydney Colson, who just checked in, powers it up and in. Team Gray, 8 of 11 from the floor. Bottled up, Gray the steal. Searching for trailers. Mitchell hasn't scored yet. There it is! Tiffany Mitchell.
Yeah, that's Mitchell's 2nd 3. Just defensively right now for Team Mitchell, you know, it comes to a point where it has to be about pride too, right? Like, you got to guard someone, you have to keep them in front of you, be able to slow her down one-on-one. Yeah, Tiffany Mitchell, she has come out looking for her stroke, just flat out knocking it down today.
8-0 run for Team Gray in the last minute of action. 9 of 12 shooting, including 5 of 6 from three-point land. I like Natasha Cloud's mindset for her team. Everybody eats.
Why not? Everybody's hungry. Let's go.
And we hit on the assist rate from Thursday. 9 field goals, 7 assists. Kelsey Mitchell at the line, finished 9th on the leaderboard last year. 11th in 2022. 19 points in the loss to Team Sims on Thursday, 26-4. I think Team Gray has quarter number 1 in hand, but let's see what the effort is here from Team Mitchell to gain some confidence for the second quarter. Those quarter wins are still important. Cook hands it off. Siegrist lays it home.
And that's nice. One thing that Team Mitchell can do is get out, again, turn their defense to offense and get out, push in transition, and force Team Gray to have to get back and slow them down.
Colson thought about the three. Bulgak. Pinballs out. Loose ball. Deflection caused by Tiana Muldrow from Team Mitchell to gain some confidence for the second quarter. Those quarter wins are still important. Defense to offense, Cheryl, that's been the theme for Team Gray.
Yeah, that's what Team Gray came into, just putting a lot of pressure on Team Mitchell, forcing them to take shots they probably don't want to take and getting out, turning that into offense.
Air Hearn just missed the three. Team Mitchell 2 of 13 shooting. Team Gray has made 9 of their last 11 from the floor. Colson, pardon me, that's Walker who is checked in. Destiny Walker, limited minutes in Thursday's game. Here's Sydney Colson with 8. Crossover, 3. And rebound, Destiny Walker. Third year in AU, Orlando, Florida native, played her college ball at Notre Dame. Kalaya Robinson, first points of the weekend. That was a pretty turnaround, Jay.
You know, this is an opportunity for Team Gray, and you see Alicia, she has put in 4 new players, giving everybody an opportunity to, as Tasha Cloud said, eat.
You can't help but notice Cloud, Gray, Mitchell, all have been point guards or players that have the ball in their hands so often, but the willingness to collaborate, and everyone gets a chance to eat, but also a chance to lead. And Natasha Cloud has been an established captain in AU.
Yeah, you know, Tosh isn't a captain, but she is a captain. And the thing about Team Gray that makes them so tough, to your point, is they have so many guards on the floor that's capable of bringing the ball up, running their offense. So defensively, you're not really sure who you're running to, who you're trying to slow down, because they do such a great job of getting the rock and just pushing it.
Free throws converted by Akila Mays, third-year center in AU. Decorated overseas career on the other end. Easy basket inside for Kalaya Robinson. Pace has picked up a bit here. Colson with the near steal, awarded by her teammates. Some high fives for the hustle.
That's what Sid's going to bring. Defensively, she's going to be up in your grill. She's going to be up in your space. And offensively, she does a really nice job of running the team.
Kelsey Mitchell well short on the J. Rebound Colson has brought those energy minutes early. A couple of assists and a rebound. Mitchell, that back foot dragged. Just the third turnover for Team Gray. As we approach 1 minute remaining, again, each athlete on the team who wins the quarter gets 60 individual points added to their leaderboard score. For Team Gray, 3 players finished in the MVP ranks. Alicia Gray, MVP 1, Natasha Cloud, MVP 2, and Adut Bulgak, MVP 3. It was hard to pick, maybe after Gray. But
yeah.
Again, you highlighted Engstler in the pregame, and she very well had a case to be an MVP.
I know. There were so many players on Team Gray that should have been up for consideration for MVPs, but with Gray, Cloud, and Adut, I'm not mad about it.
Deflection caused by Team Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock for Team Gray. Shot 51% from the floor Thursday night against Team Hull, and they've not only compared, but they've improved 1 quarter in. They shot better than 60% in the third and fourth quarters Thursday, and they're shooting 61% in the first game of the day. Earlier start today, too, we should mention. Both games were night games on Thursday. And lost by Colson. Team Mitchell has the ball back. 7-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Just 2 field goals in the quarter for Kelsey Mitchell's squad. Siegrist.
Good offensive board.
Hearn for 3. Now 0 of 6 from deep. Push it ahead. Walker thought about it. Team Gray can hold for the final shot. Rebecca Harris in the lane. Poked out by Team Mitchell. 2 seconds. Harris. A 30-piece by Team Gray in 10 minutes of action. They cruise to a quarter victory. 60 points to each player in orange. Team Mitchell still quarter wins to play for, and of course they can chip away and get back in this game. 1 in the books, second quarter coming up. Alicia Gray at it again with 7, Tiffany Mitchell with 6. Second quarter coming up, day 2 of AU Women's Hoops.
My bad. 50. I fell asleep. That's on me.
The only thing about who the biggest threat is. The
Okay.
biggest threat is always Kelsey.
Yeah, true.
She can pass, but like that's your first.
Stop the ball with Kelsey, yep. Knock down, Taj. Good pass, too.
Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited, where Team Gray has a dominant performance over Team Mitchell. And guess what? Emily Engstler is a part of the reason. She actually told me, I'll let y'all get into her today, but she told me she wanted to be a dual sport athlete, unlimited athlete, and play softball. So she has a really strong background in softball. She said, y'all, suit me up for the off season.
No kidding. Well, I mean, have we ruled that out?
Well, if she plays softball half as good as she plays basketball, I say sign her up.
2 blocks and a steal in the opening quarter for Engstler. Defense really turned into offense for the team in orange. Alicia Gray with 7, but a balanced score sheet. Bolgak with 5, Mitchell with 2 threes, 6 points. 58% shooting, Team Mitchell just 11%. As the orange squad turns it over 30-8. 60 points awarded to Team Gray for the quarter victory. So, look, folks might tune in and think, oh, 22-point game, but Team Mitchell has a chance to equalize the quarter wins in this game alone.
Absolutely. Yes, you want to win the game. There's a lot of basketball left. But here at Athletes Unlimited, everything you do matters. Every quarter matters. So Team Mitchell, this quarter is 0-0. So they're trying to win this quarter so each member of Team Mitchell can walk away or at least add 60 points to their leaderboard total.
Let's welcome in the chairperson of AAU Pro Basketball's Player Executive Committee, a chair chat with Sydney Colson of Team Gray. Sydney, hello, can you hear us?
Hey, I'm gonna just correct the record. I'm not chair this year, it's Lexi Brown. But thank you, I was it last year.
You were last year, okay.
I was it last year.
Everything she's learned, she learned from you.
Of course.
You're probably right.
And you're still so involved, so you know we can do that. All right, so I'm going to jump right to it. Sid,
Yeah.
what was the game plan coming into this game? Because y'all jumped right out on Team Mitchell.
Yeah, I think like last game we had a good start defensively, and then they started making some runs because we got sloppy when we went up. So we were just very focused on keep getting stops, and our offense is going to come, and that's what's been happening. That's money, Leash.
So
Get back.
we talked a little bit in the open about the opening night, and I think we kind of knew what to expect from the returners, right? The vets.
Yeah.
But these newcomers, opening night, they came in and they had some good performances. What are your thoughts so far?
Oh, no, for sure. We're loving the newcomers that are here. Like, a lot of young players, too. Some young, overseas players, some young WNBA players. And for us on the PDC, we were like, if we can get some of these young players involved in AU, and they come out here, they have fun, they get better, their confidence grows, hopefully they see AU as an option, not just going overseas from now on. So it was good to see them shine so bright. We were hoping, that would happen, obviously.
Yeah, this is really good stuff.
What's your biggest piece of advice, Sydney, to the younger players? Because as you know, when you get in a championship role you have with the Las Vegas Aces, you are role-centric. You are trying to fulfill your role to impact winning. And when you come to AU, you can uncover more aspects of your game, right?
For sure.
How do you sort of maneuver between those two lanes when you go from season to season?
Well, I think an important piece for the young players is to keep trying, come out here to let your offensive game grow, to understand defenses better. You're going to see a lot of different things than you'll see in the league. But I've accepted a role in an older age. They're young. You need to be fighting for position on whatever team that you're in, fighting for life. So hopefully they come here, you start to do some things that you worked on in the right when the W season ended, and then you get out here and you see, okay, I got better in this, and you take it back to your team, and you're much improved.
Yeah, but Sid, I will say this.
She hit her head.
Yeah.
Alicia Gray back to her feet.
Dang. I missed it. Beck, she hit her head. She hit her head.
Yeah, she just slipped on the floor.
Sydney Colson wants to attend to her teammate. She's going to sub in right now, so thanks to Sydney Colson for her time. Understandably, to give Gray a break.
Yeah, she just kind of took a bad slip.
They've played relentless on defense, and that's been the message. Sid Colson preaching to the younger players, and even Tiffany Mitchell, who is a first-year AU player. Something to be learned from this experience. 8-0 run for Team Mitchell. Team Gray tries to halt it, so it's 8-2 in the quarter. Team Mitchell with a chance to not only get back in it, but earn some points. Down 16, turnover caused. Behind the back dribble, here comes Cloud. Nice cut by Bulgak after the pass.
Team Gray, they've really done some impressive things considering that They haven't had a lot of time to practice with each other, to learn each other's tendencies. But it's basketball, and they understand basketball. So to me, that's why they've been so dominant in this game today.
And they've been rewarded for their unselfishness. The ball's going in, shooting a high percentage. Cole switched hands, playing with 2 fouls. Taj Cole, 3rd year in AU. Mitchell on the pivot foot, tried to shove it around the shoulder. To welcome in Ari Chambers. What's up, Ari?
Now, y'all mentioned Natasha Cloud, and it's funny because no matter if Alicia Gray is in or not, Natasha Cloud knows how to take control of the game and really help facilitate what's going on in the court. You have a deep team already with a lot of WNBA experience, but Natasha Cloud really likes to take over. That's the point guard in her. Cheryl, you know all about that.
Well, I don't know about being the point guard.
You know about being a leader,
but,
honey.
No,
leader.
but you know, Brendan and I were talking about that. First of all, the squad that Alicia has put together, there's so many guards. You talked about Tasha Cloud. That's what she does. She's vocal. She's a leader. She brings the energy. You can also throw Sid Colson in that.
Sydney, a lot of people don't take her as seriously as they should, whether it's veteran leadership or on the court play. She knows when to step in and make an impact immediately.
I'll tell you both. What I'm fascinated by is what kind of role Tosh Cloud will have with the Phoenix Mercury. And maybe this model and what she demonstrates with not a lot of practice time and being on the fly, having to make those adjustments quickly, that definitely makes the case that she can fit anywhere, and that is what I'm excited about in only her 2nd team in her career.
She can also serve as the glue anywhere. She likes to get people involved. She likes to make people better around her, and defensively, she is so great.
Siegrist off the window, and suddenly just a 13-point game. Team Mitchell is outscoring Team Gray 13-4. 4+ minutes into quarter number 2. You're watching Athletes Unlimited.
Who's gonna win this season?
Ooh, that's a I didn't expect that question.
Who's gonna win this season? If you don't say yourself, then what are you doing here?
I'm gonna say myself because I'm gunning for that #1 spot every time.
I am, obviously. Who would I be to not say myself?
It's gonna be me.
Of course I want it to be me. Of course. But other than me, I don't have a guess for you.
I mean, you have to say yourself, because then it's a great line. What are we doing here? What are we even doing here? Here is the Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball scoring breakdown, the innovative scoring system. Quarter wins, game wins, those are meaty, 180 points. Three ball was going in quite a bit in the first quarter, Cheryl. 30 points a pop for those, but you've noticed the offense has changed a bit in the second quarter for Team Gray.
Yeah, first of all, Team Mitchell, they're now making shots, but they've also picked up their defense. And for Team Gray, they've gotten away from what they did to start the game, starting the game, pushing the ball in transition, sharing the basketball. You know, but it's easy to do when you get a lead and you're up by 20, 25 points. It becomes it's my turn, right? So instead of moving the basketball, continuing to do what they were doing in the first quarter, it's a lot of one-on-one or even 1-on-4 or 5 at times. So they just need to get back to doing what they were doing in the first quarter.
At one point, it was 32-8. Team Gray lead back to 15. Alicia Gray with 11 points. Her free throw streak, by the way, ends with 54 consecutive free throws made in Athletes Unlimited. But good to see Gray back out there, a bit shaken up. Took a fall to the floor. And Sydney Colson came right in and provided the spark.
Oh, that's nice.
Great movement, Siegrist sets up. Rebound on the block, Dory Harrison. You are awarded in Athletes Unlimited, we just showed that scoring breakdown, you are awarded more points for an offensive rebound than you are a defensive rebound. 10 for the O boards, 5 for the D boards. We get a look at the live leaderboard. I do too, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Awards the hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. Offensive rebounds means you gotta really work. You gotta get in there and go get it.
Alicia Gray in front, atop the leaderboard with Odyssey Sims next. Of course, this is live in real time. The leaderboard updates, and we have the big Jumbotron behind us, so the fans get a big picture look. Mitchell dancing with the rock, gives it off to Hearn, but turned over by Team Mitchell. Nice catch by Gray along the sideline. Midway through quarter number 2, 13-6 Team Mitchell in the quarter. Look what I found. Lay it up and in for Muldrow. Siegrist. Oh, counted at one, followed her own miss. The points for the O rebound just erase the missed field goal.
And that's how, just running the floor, that's how you stay with the play. And Coach Trammell, our head coach for the Dallas Wings, loves it. I see you, Coach.
Coach Trammell, such a treat, and excited to see what Maddie Siegrist can do in her second year in the WNBA, the number 3 pick, the most decorated player in Villanova history.
So I think Team Gray is saying her own teammate knocked her down.
So they are going to challenge the foul on the court. Each team is entitled to 1 challenge in the first 38 minutes of the game, and 1 challenge in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, or the overtime period, or the Elam ending. And a challenge can be utilized on a personal foul or a call out of bounds.
Well, she missed that one.
Oh.
Oh, Team Gray may have a point there.
Dory was greeting her at the door.
I think it was Dory.
And Maddie didn't even notice who
I know, Maddie's
into her.
I would have loved to see her use her left hand on that.
I mean, is there enough there, though, by Muldrow on the head area, possibly?
Possibly. And unfortunately, the refs don't have the angle that we have over here to look at that. But if you're going in real time, I could see where that's a foul on Muldrow.
Our officials today, RJ Johnson, Trey Bowers, and KD Versosa. And here are our challenge rules throughout AU. Again, first 38 minutes, 1 challenge. Final 2 minutes, you have a challenge. And the 2 criteria for what can be challenged: a called personal foul, charge to own team, or an out of bounds. We saw a few out of bounds situations yesterday, on Thursday.
I know, it seems like it was
I know,
yesterday. It does.
I really did enjoy the off day. I know you did too, but it was like one of those off days that was needed to get set for this doubleheader, but in the back-to-back. But yes, Thursday night when we opened. Brendan Glasheen, Cheryl Swoops, Ari Chambers, great to have you with us today. Our first game here on the WNBA app and Bally Sports Networks. It's a lengthy review.
Yeah. Team Mitchell right now, though, they're finding themselves winning this second quarter.
That's right, 15-8 after getting outscored 30-8 in the first. Okay, an unsuccessful challenge. Maddie Siegrist heads to the line. The basket counts.
I'm so glad I'm over here and not on the floor, ref. Probably would have got that one wrong.
So that whole time, your head was twisted in a pretzel, trying to make sense of it.
But there were quite a few people right there,
Yes.
so I could see that.
Cole for 3. Siegrist nabbed by Tiffany Mitchell. In the quarter, the team in purple, Kelsey Mitchell's squad, shooting 50% from the floor. And Team Gray, 3 of 8. They've given the ball away a few times. As we come up on 4 to play in the quarter. Cloud zips it, open triple.
It's a nice in and out.
As Cloud dives on the ball. Cloud commits the foul, just the second on Team Gray in the second quarter. 3 team fouls for Team Mitchell. As far as your leaders statistically in this first half, Alicia Gray, who had an excellent opening night in Dallas with 26, 9 boards, 7 assists. She has 11. Mitchell with 6 to follow. Tiffany Mitchell.
Yeah,
Me here.
was everywhere.
Oh, and me here on the block. That's how you do it.
I like that. Team Mitchell could use a little bit more of that from me here to get them back in this game.
Cloud races and banks it in. That's the speed and the dynamic guard trio. As Cloud hedges around the screen. Cook couldn't put it home. Had some missed layups yesterday. 3-on-2. Mitchell soars and scores.
That is the strength of this Team Gray team. That's exactly what she wanted when she was drafting her players.
Cheryl, now 12 points off of turnovers for Team Gray. They're getting out and running. Ami here with a crucial basket to pad the second quarter lead for Team Mitchell.
Well, yeah, one thing that Team Gray wants to be able to do, if they don't have to run a half-court set, they want to do this right here. Just get out in transition, and Tasha Cloud finishing at the basket. Alicia Gray finding Tiffany Mitchell streaking the floor for an easy 2. That is the strength of this team. They're pretty tough when they get the ball out in transition.
Oh, man, without question. It reminds me of Coach Carter when he took the job. Ken Carter said, I know you're concerned we didn't work on our offense, but I want you to run. And that's what they've been doing. Running this first game and a half. You go under 3. Team Mitchell, by the way, in that second game we had on Thursday, a ton of free throws. Team Mitchell, 21 of 26 at the line. Today, 4 of 8. Winning the quarter 19-12. Still some time here for Team Gray to spoil the party. Pre-January team facilitator. Tells her team to keep it moving. Here comes a screen for Cloud. Tosh Cloud with a mismatch.
Oh,
Nice feed over the shoulder. Knocked out of bounds by Cook, but they call a foul.
Tosh Cloud is so good with the basketball in her hands, just reading the defense, understanding what the defense is giving you. She knows if it's her shot, if she needs to penetrate and kick, she needs to find her big girl. Nice job, just reading the defense.
It's hard to teach feel.
It is.
Would you argue, right?
Yeah, it is. And Tasha's been doing this long enough that she has that feel. Yeah, it is. It's hard to teach it. And especially in a system like this where you don't have the time to practice with each other a long period of time to get to know each other and what they like to do.
Boldreau off the mark on both free throws. Flip it over the shoulder, Amihere. Bolgak is down. Amihere was shaken up. Contact to her face. It's been a rough quarter here for some players. Bolgak assisted to her feet by Muldrow and Cloud. They are taking a look for a potential flagrant foul upgrade.
You know what's tough on a call like this? Adut was able to draw the charge, but it looks like she took the worst of it. But Amihere also, she comes down holding her nose.
Ooh. They both just came head on, and
yeah, it's a tough call.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything flagrant. I mean, it's a tough call. Adut in great defensive position to take that charge. Yeah, common foul.
I think that's the right call too. So no upgrade. There's two players playing hard and unfortunate meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
So Adut Bolgak is being attended to. Emily Engstler back into the game. Muldrow providing some nice minutes. Had a quiet 10 and 5 boards. Couple of made threes on Thursday. One of 6 players for Team Gray to score in double figures. Team Mitchell leads the quarter 19-12 after getting outscored 30-8 in quarter number 1. The lead was as big as 24 points for the team in orange. I'm sure we'll get to this at some point and discuss during our halftime break, Cheryl, but I think we're going to get a big second half from Kelsey Mitchell. And maybe it starts now. Use these final 2 minutes to gather some momentum.
Yeah, and you have to know, Kelsey Mitchell's a competitor. So it's not sitting well with her that her team is not winning this ball game right now. And she's not shooting the ball very well, but Kelsey Mitchell, all it takes is one for her.
No question. Was 1 of 7 from 3 Thursday. Tonight 0 for 3. And just 1 point from the free throw line. Here's Mitchell. Oh, she's hunting now. Had it stripped from behind. Good defense by Team Gray, but it's recovered. Engstler with 2 purple members behind her. Last touched by Team Mitchell. And you look at the bigger picture now, it's just a 15-point game. That's not insurmountable.
No, with a lot of basketball left to play.
No question.
And with a player like Kelsey Mitchell that's very capable of stringing a lot of points together in a short period
Alicia
of time.
Gray, why not? Second triple of the first half. Give her 30 points to her individual score on the leaderboard, 14 for the game. Ups her number from yesterday, or rather Thursday. Had 13 in the first half, has 14 tonight. There's an answer. Zia Cook with her first field goal.
Zia Cook is another player for Team Mitchell. If she can find a way to get going, because she can score the basketball.
Gray again? Oh, yeah!
No. Come on, Leash.
Leash unleashing. Pull up Jay Hearn.
Air Hearn, another one. Tiffany Mitchell squad, they have the scores.
Emily Enxler breaks free. Okay, now the scoring's picked up in the final 2 minutes. And Team Cloud, or pardon me, Team Gray only trails the quarter by 3 points.
Yeah, but if Team Mitchell wants to get back in it, they have got to find a way to guard this one right here. Leash, don't do it to him from deep. And Tiffany Mitchell, she's a good defender, but you got to get up in Leash's space. Make her put the ball on the floor. Not that she can't do it, but you know what she's looking to do when she's standing behind that three-point line.
There's a stop, a chance
No.
to tie the quarter. Alicia Gray, no. Survival mode for Team Mitchell. Here comes Cook. 4-second differential. Team Mitchell, a 3-point lead in the quarter. That means 60 points. They can tack on to their scores individually. Each member of the winning quarter. A foul is called. Mitchell almost had a fast break chance. They are going to get Muldrow. Pardon me, Enxler, 21. Enxler's third foul.
That was a tough one.
Tosh Cloud and pre-January.
They're working the ref.
Oh,
huh?
they really are. It's like having two people on the shoulders, talking to the conscience and talking to the devil. Whose advice should I take?
I know, because he's getting it from both sides.
I know. Free throws for Cook. That pads the quarter lead for Team Mitchell. Oh, Tiffany Mitchell on this side. They're going to press hard here to try to win the quarter.
Yeah.
This is unreal. There's intensity. You're wondering, why are you giving a foul with 3.1, with a 19-point lead? These quarter wins are a great way to tack on points and move up that leaderboard.
Now Tiff is giving him an earful. She's like, that should have been an and one. I might agree with her on that one. There was a lot of contact.
Kelsey Mitchell, 1 of 2 at the line. Once again, back up to a 4-point lead for the quarter for Kelsey Mitchell's squad. Knocks them both down. Enxler. Oh, look out. Ari, you might have been onto something about the softball thing. That was a cannon.
Well, but here's my thing with Enxler. That's minus 10 points for turnover.
I know.
I get what you're trying to do, but I don't know if I'm willing to make that pass.
I mean, that was a throw from center field. She's out at home. That's my take, but yes, the points matter. Mitchell at the horn, no. But a quarter win for Kelsey Mitchell's squad, 27-22, so 60 points to each of the 10 members of Team Mitchell. We have reached halftime. You win 180 to win the game, and Team Gray's got that in control right now by 17.
Welcome to the halftime of Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball live from Dallas, Texas, where Team Gray is leading Team Mitchell 52-35, but Team Mitchell gave a great push and won the second quarter. It's great out here live in Dallas. I am Ari Chambers, and we got a chance to catch up with Kelsey Mitchell, the captain that is trying to lead this push back. So let's sit down with her right now.
I think the best part about being a captain here at AU is that you get challenged in ways that you grow to respect coaches a little bit more. And I'm a human and I love people and I have a soul, and I think sometimes, you know, you want everybody to kind of like be a part of the process of winning that game. But you have to, you know, put the right people on the floor. So I think that's one of the harder parts. I think what makes a great team is a sense of chemistry that no one can touch. And I think that AU gives you a chance to do that a little bit faster. You got to learn people a little bit quicker. As I've learned in AU, it's not always about the leaderboard and the points. I think it's more about that's going to come naturally if you have a really good team, you know? And I think once you establish what that team is, the leaderboard, you know, that'll be second nature.
I love how Kelsey Mitchell says she was human in that, but she shoots like she is not human. Facilitator Chastity Melvin said that Kelsey's been a phenomenal leader. She's evolved from a scorer to a leader. As you can see, she played at Ohio State, and she was known for that three-point shot. She is the three-time Big Ten Player of the Year. And you know that chemistry and that energy does not stop when she goes pro. Chastity says she's learned how the game works, knowing that there's a real system behind it. And the misconception of her being quiet is in fact not true, because she has a strong voice. We saw that deliberate, almost hockey lineup swap substitution in the first timeout. So we'll be right back in a few to talk to one of our other captains. But you know what? This game is really, really tight, and cannot wait to see Kelsey Mitchell show out. Welcome back to the halftime of Athletes Unlimited. This is live in Dallas, Texas. That was the truck yard. There's so much to explore in Dallas, but you know what? There is Athletes Unlimited hometown hero, Odyssey Sims, straight from Dallas, Texas. And she's gonna take us through what it's like as a road to redemption. But you know what? She's a very familiar captain, so she has a whole bunch of insight. Let's take it to her right now.
I can't take back or fix anything that happened last year. It was unfortunate it happened the last game, but I'm back again. I would say it's more like redemption, but not really. Like I said, I just want to have fun. I want to mix it up on the court. I might have 20. Sometimes I may have 10. It's really making sure I get my teammates involved and making sure everybody plays and have fun, especially the first-timers.
After her victory on opening night, she really showed us that she has not taken a beat off. You know, we talked about how she's been in this game for a long time and what she's been trying to work on, and it's keeping herself healthy, both mentally and physically. What I love about her is though she stacks the leaderboard, she's really smart about getting everybody involved. She says she doesn't care how many points she scores as long as she makes sure that she's utilizing the fact that she's a 3-year AU vet and can incorporate her first-year teammates. She was really impressed with Taya Cooper, so I'm going to be interested to see how she utilizes her today alongside the facilitator. But Odyssey really knows what she's doing in this game, and she's going to show out for Dallas Wings. So I cannot wait to see game 2. Stay tuned.
We don't know how. Let's go, purple. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all. I need it. Get a stop, purple. Left. Hey, back door. Watch the pop. I need it. I got you, LA. Good job. I'm about to scream for you every time. There's no reason you should be on the island. I got you.
The communication much better between Tori Harrison and her teammates in the second quarter. Each team has won a quarter, but a 17-point lead for Team Gray. The atmosphere is getting intense here in week number 1, day number 2 of opening weekend. Brendan Glasheen, Cheryl Swoops, Ari Chambers on the sideline. What'd you make of that first half? Team Mitchell fought their way back and really proved what you do in this league. You erased that slow start.
Absolutely. Slow start for Team Mitchell, but to your point, they found a way to get back in it. And Air Hearn was a big reason for that, but they've got to find an answer for the Allisha Gray.
Whew, Allisha Gray. We thought the first half was good yesterday and Thursday, how she started. Wow.
Together as
17 in the first half, Cheryl. Gamecock against Gamecock.
She has the 17 from so many different ways, just spotting up, knocking down threes, coming off a ball screen. Nice little floater over her former teammate, Ami here. Nice little jab. You got to get out on her, make her put the ball on the floor, and hope that someone's there to help. But one bright spot for Team Mitchell is Air Hearn. Air Hearn had a great performance in the scrimmages. She's coming out, finished the first half with 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field. She too has a nice floater to her game. Air Hearn can be dangerous from deep. Hopefully she can find a way to continue to do that this second half to get Team Mitchell back in this game.
Team Gray shoots 57% from the floor, following up their 51% shooting in their Game 1 Thursday win over Team Hall. 7 of 14 from three-point land. You get 30 points per three-point make in Athletes Unlimited for the innovative stat system, so that's massive for both Tiffany Mitchell and Allisha Gray. They combined for 5 threes. Natasha Cloud hit one as well. Emily Enksler with a three-pointer. The turnovers did pick up a bit for Team Gray. That's a credit to Team Mitchell and how they fought their way back in this game.
Yeah, and that's one thing. We talked about that earlier. If you're not going to be able to get it going offensively, use your defense to turn that into some easy points on the offensive end. And Team Mitchell did a much better job in the second quarter.
At one point in that first half, Team Gray led by 24 points. It was 32-8. And I would imagine, Cheryl, we need to see more of the same from Team Mitchell. String together some stops on defense to allow your offense to get settled in.
Yeah, and you can't get it back all at once, right? But you want to come in, take it in 5-minute increments. Find a way to get some stops defensively. Air Hearn, as we talked about, she's finding a way to knock down some shots. But Maddie Siegrist, Kelsey Mitchell, the two of them also need to be very aggressive offensively.
We are ready to start the second half. Allisha Gray with that explosive first half back atop the leaderboard, but we know Odyssey Sims might have something to say about that when our second game tips off today. Comes your way at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Team Sims looks to go to 2-0. Team Hull tries to bounce back. Great to have you joining us. Lob inside, bucket. Muldrow gets the second half start, fed right away.
That's exactly what Team Gray did to start the game in the first quarter. Just moving the ball, all 5 players touching it. They got right back to that the first play in the third quarter, found a way to get it easy too.
And Allisha Gray is called for a foul. She is beside herself. You're giggling.
Because I'm listening to Team Gray. I'm listening to the bench over here, and not a single player agreed with that call.
We've been delighted to be next to Team Gray for consecutive days here at Athletes Unlimited.
Well, and the thing is, like, even if, so they get upset because they don't think they fouled and it's a bad call, right?
Right.
Which I get it, but also because that's taking points away from your individual stat points.
Yes, that is important to keep harping on. Yes, when you commit a personal foul, you lose 8 points. A shooting foul, however, is also 8 points, minus 8 points. Enksler just fired it up there. And the break develops. Hearn lobs to Ami here. Great save. Mitchell winds up with it. Too much mustard on the floater. Allisha Gray hesitates on the 3. Muldrow won't hesitate and drew it.
So many times. This is just for all the little kids out there who are listening. so many times, just be patient and wait for your turn. You never want to see a player get hurt. But Muldrow drawing the start because the Duke went out in the first half, and she is making the most of those minutes.
Muldrow made 2 threes on Thursday, just 3 tries. Her first 3 today. 30 points per three-pointer. Mitchell, a fadeaway 2.
That was a pretty pull-up, Tiff. I like the nice little 1-2 dribble pull-up.
Ami here. Cleared by Muldrow. This is the unselfishness of Gray, too, who has not scored yet in the second half. Cloud on the drive. Defense is thrown off. Cook gets the hands in there. The surrounding cast, Cheryl, standing out these first few minutes of the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Tiana Muldrow just making the most of her minutes, finding ways to get into the basketball game, knocking down threes, and Tiffany Mitchell just being aggressive, attacking the paint. Yeah, Tiana Muldrow, Alicia Gray, excuse me, finding Muldrow wide open for a 3, knocking it down from deep. And Tiffany Mitchell, nice little shot fake, 1-2 dribble pull up over her former game pal, Ami here.
Alicia Gray drafted quite a team, and they've put on a show here in their second game. And it's easy, right? We do Thursday night, and we think, okay, we admire their performances. Let's not overreact. We got to see how this works, what adjustments the opponent might make, and they've carried right over, shooting a high percentage and sharing the ball. We get the updated leaderboard. 7 of the top 8 on the board, all in orange.
Hopefully for Team Mitchell, Maddie Siegrist can find a way to get her offense going, because she was huge in opening night for Team Mitchell.
Siegrist, the second member of Team Mitchell in double figures. Hearn has 12. Gray just missed the jumper. Hearn tripped up, and Alicia Gray is called for the foul. That is her 4th personal foul.
That's big. That's big for Team Gray.
It is a 20-point game, but big for the quarter implications, right? I know we have a lot of time here, 7-16, but 9-6 quarter, and arguably the hottest player of the first 2 days is going to the bench.
Absolutely. And yeah, it's a 20-point game, but you know, when the question was asked who's going to win it all, Alicia Gray is planning on being at the top of that. In the minutes that she's not on the floor, it's going to hurt her as far as her individual stat points.
Engstler with her 9th block of opening weekend. That is a new AU record. Quite the swat. Mitchell fires and hits. She's like, I'll take another step back and knock down the 3. A quick 30. And a rebound. Tiffany Mitchell playing high with confidence. Mid-air pass. Colson to Cloud.
Beautiful basketball. Moving the ball, sharing the ball.
Engstler's okay with it, just clearing boards. Now number 9 on the glass. Cloud for 3. Got it!
Stop it.
Team Gray on cloud 9 with 6:16 to go in the third. Alicia goes to the bench with foul trouble. Teammates pick her up.
back to Fair Park Coliseum, Dallas, Texas Athletes Unlimited, and Team Gray just getting it done on an 8-0 run. Emily Inksler getting it started with the block. Don't bring that in my house. Tiffany Mitchell said, well, let me be a part of that. Nice little shot fake, knocking it down from deep. The three is good. And Sid Colson finding her teammate Tosh Cloud for a nice reverse. Just putting the exclamation mark on it here with the three. I see you, Tosh. Team Gray just getting it done in this third quarter.
3 players in double figures. They are shooting 59% from the floor, 59% from 3, 10 of 17. In comparison, Team Mitchell, 33% shooting and just 2 of 13 from deep.
Well, and they're not letting up on the defensive end.
No.
You think they're trying to make a statement today or something?
That Thursday was not just a good day for us. This is how we built it.
Yeah.
This is what we planned on doing.
Yeah, Alicia Gray is saying, I knew what I was doing when I drafted my team.
I think, Cheryl, what impresses me most when you consider the model of AU and being a part of it now for the first time personally this weekend, we think defense for any professional level of basketball or even the college level, you have to be connected, very team-oriented. In this style, all of these players individually take pride defensively, and they're all rubbing off one another. That's what I've noticed.
Absolutely, and if you look at all of the teams and you talk to the captains, like Alicia Gray, for example, she said when she was drafting, that was one thing she really wanted, was a team that played defense. They played hard. And when you look at her squad from opening night and tonight, you can absolutely see what the identity of this team is.
They had 11 steals on Thursday. They have 9 today. And 13 blocks. 10 of them by Emily Inksler in the first 2 games. Me here.
And that's impressive. Emily Inksler being able to come in to AU as a newcomer and establish herself as a defender, a good help side defender. And I don't want to take away what she does offensively, but defensively, I love the energy. I love the competitiveness. Again, Washington Mystics, she deserves a spot on that roster. I'm just saying, she's good.
Averaged 5 points, 5 rebounds a game in her rookie season in the WNBA. 2 seasons deep, has bounced around 35 of her 47 career games in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever. Won a silver medal with Team USA at the FIBA 3-on-3s. College career started at Syracuse, a few years there, and then really lit it up at Louisville. Semi-finalist for Naismith Defensive Player of the Year, and that defense has come to play at the pro level. New record in Athletes Unlimited history, 10 blocks in 1 weekend. Kalani Brown had 8 in the final week of the 22 season. Turnover here, 3-on-2. Colson, lob it up. Inksler is fouled. And they have so much pride in rewarding each other.
Well, there's pride in sharing the basketball, right? It's like, I see you, I'm gonna give it to you, and I love this. Tosh Cloud finding Sid. Oh, go get it, big girl, go get it. Ah, she didn't finish, but she drew the foul. It looked good. I love a fast break where there are multiple people touching the basketball. The only thing that could have been better was her making the basket and going to the free throw line. She's probably like, but Swoops, like, I was falling. I was on the floor. What else do you want me to do?
Slow down, Swoops.
I got you.
19-8, third quarter lead for Team Gray.
Too much. Tiffany Mitchell's getting a little frustrated.
It's the 13th turnover for the squad in purple. 71-43. Again, 60 points to each player on the winning quarter team. And then also 180 points for the team that wins the game. Team Gray victorious on Thursday, and Team Mitchell tries to go to 1-1. We have 40 players in AU this year, 40 world-class athletes, 25 returners. Let's go to Ari Chambers, joined by a special guest on Dallas Wings Day, Ari.
We do. We have head coach Latricia Trammell. She's the Dallas Wings head coach, and we are here in Dallas. Can you describe the energy for the people who aren't here?
Hey, this is unbelievable. I mean, today is Dallas Wings Day as well, but what an electrifying atmosphere. It's great for our fan base, the community of Dallas, and so I'm going to advise everyone to come out. This is some great basketball.
Now, one thing I love about this is it's bringing the WNBA together with Athletes Unlimited, and it's additive, but you are able to see your players shine on such a high level. So can you talk about the play in which you're most impressed with Maddie Siegrist this game?
Well, one, she's on the court playing in an off season, right? She didn't have to go overseas to do that. She got to stay here in front of our fan base and in our state, and so she's doing an amazing job. She had a fantastic rookie season, and so she's ready to elevate to the next level this season.
And no pressure on you at all, but we know that some of the Athletes Unlimited players have gotten training camp contracts and roster deals. What are you looking for in a player that can make their way into the WNBA?
Yeah, it's a great question. Really, it's more roster specific, you know, of what we're looking at, kind of like the draft as well. But what a great opportunity for us to be here courtside, watching some great athletes compete at a high level. And I want everyone to have a training camp contract. You know, if I could take them all, I would. Unfortunately, that's not it, but I'm excited to watch these players play.
And I'm excited to watch the game with you the rest of the time. Let's go!
Oh, fire up. Let's go.
Yeah, Dallas Wings, obviously, their fans, they always show up, they show out for the Wings, and we have a lot of them in the house today, and I am so excited to see what this Dallas Wings team is going to do this summer.
They were a fun team to watch last year. Arike Agumbawale, who was here yesterday. They have the pieces, and Satu Sabali, who had a breakout season, healthy, and we've watched Maddie Siegrist today, also Kalani Brown we'll see in our next game with Team Sims. So many pieces and a tough matchup. They would give they're giving the reigning champs problems all the time in the Las Vegas Aces in those regular season meetings. Tiffany Mitchell, newest member of the Connecticut Sun after a season in Minnesota, 7 years with the Indiana Fever, lighting it up. 17, Cheryl on 6 of 11 shooting, 3 of 3 from deep.
Yeah, Tiffany Mitchell just getting it done today along with her teammate Alicia Gray, but knocking it down from deep. Nice little pull-up jumper. She is scoring in so many different ways for her squad today. 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Tiffany Mitchell is on fire. This girl is on. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Oh, you can't say that after you just started breaking it down.
That's enough for today.
Okay. Put it behind a paywall next time. 10 seconds to shoot. Muldrow getting the bulk of minutes at center with Bulgak out.
Tough.
Tiffany Mitchell right on cue, 19 points.
That's tough, Tiffany. But I loved how she didn't stand still. She knew that Muldrow was in trouble. She moves from the corner to the wing, cut into the paint. Muldrow finds her for a nice little jumper.
Tiffany Mitchell entering today 12th on the leaderboard of the 40 athletes. Natasha Cloud a deep 2.
You know, when it's going good, it's just going good. And they are clicking from Team Gray. They're clicking from everywhere on the floor. Offense, defense. Sid Colson coming up with a steal.
It's a clinic. Mitchell posting up, falls down. Ty Young with the swipe. Cole pushes tempo. Taj Cole open for 3 on the 5-on-4. Team Mitchell just can't buy a bucket.
You have a 5-on-4. You have to find a way to get a better shot than that.
Well-deserved rest for Mitchell and Muldrow. Kalia Robinson back in the ball game. Colson at the point. Emily Enxler, Alicia Gray, and Destiny Walker. We're still in the third quarter, and it's 75-43. 32-point lead. Gray, yup. Leash unleashed. fourth triple for Allisha Gray.
Goodness.
This is more than a statement right now, Cheryl. This is dominance.
Allisha Gray knocks down this three, which is what she's been doing all day long, but she gets that three because Sid Colson did a nice job of setting her up, penetrating, getting in the paint, pulling a defender, finding Leash for a wide open three. Goodness gracious, they are just shooting the thing.
Cheryl, they're shooting better from three than they are from two. But the quality of looks should also be noted, right? They're getting good looks because of the inside-outside dynamic.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. And when you have players, so I look at Robinson and Inksler, they're playing in the paint, and you can't help off of any player that's on the perimeter. So when a guard penetrates, you're coming to help, and they're finding the shooters. And today is just one of those days where everything they're throwing up is going in. That's beautiful.
Kick it out. Walker Dome.
And it's almost like that's the game plan. We're going to shoot threes because I thought Inksler had a wide open layup, and she decided to kick it back out to Walker for a three.
Young contested, and Inksler is irate. Again, folks, you might be looking at the score thinking, why is she so frustrated? It's a 33-point game. That matters to the leaderboard, and Inksler has just fouled out. So a few things there. You lose points because of fouls, and for the rest of the quarter and the entire fourth, she can't rack up more points.
Looks like a lot of ball to me. It looked like a lot of ball. I don't know.
You've been mostly down the middle today, and that time you were your side with the player.
Of course. No.
You tell it like it is, Cheryl.
No, it looked like a good block.
I agree. It's tough. Colson stops on the brakes into Walker. Play resumes with Robinson at the 5, a steal. Air Hearn, airborne. 14 for Air Hearn, the first pick of Monday's draft to Team Mitchell. No WNBA experience, but lit it up in the scrimmages. Tai Young surveys with Robinson in front. Ooh, Cole with some behind the back ammo on the kick out. Hezi Taj Cole heads to the line.
And Tasha Cloud's playing off of Cole. She's like, shoot it. I'll give it to you.
Taj Cole's Cause Shining Stars Sports Academy. Started her own basketball academy, private school in Virginia. Native of Richmond. We go under 2 minutes in the third. Team Gray with an 11-point lead in the quarter. Some rebounds on the last 2 trips for Tai Young. Hearn chased down, drew a foul. They're gonna count it. Award the continuation.
Team Mitchell's making a run here. Air Hearn, nice job. Nice little hesitation dribble, finding a way to get in the paint, draw the foul, and one.
9-0 Team Mitchell run. By the way, want to tell our audience, just informed that Duke Bulgak inactive for the remainder of today's game. We have not seen her in the second half.
She took a nice little ugly hit in the face.
Yeah. And credit to Muldrow and Robinson, Inksler as well. You get 6 fouls for a reason, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Credit to them, really, next woman up mentality. Cloud wants to take Tai Young one-on-one. Robinson. Box out by Taj Cole. As we welcome in a chair chat session with Tiana Muldrow sitting down with us for a chair chat. Tiana, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
This is a wagon of a basketball team
Yes.
these first couple of days. What's it like playing with this group, and how have you all bought into this team mentality just with a few weeks of practice and 2 games?
This team is really fun. I think we have good leadership on this team with Natasha and Sydney, and they just speak life into us. So I think everyone is an asset to this team. Natasha constantly reminds us that, you know, everybody eats. So I think we all bought in. We all know our roles, and I think that's why we mesh so well.
Well, and you have come out in this game, and you are definitely eating, ma'am.
Yes.
So it's 7 points, but you're coming in, filling a spot for our dude who went out. My question to you is, what was it about AU that made you want to be a part of it this year?
I think AU just provides us women a chance to play domestically in front of our families, and I think the fact that we're playing for a cause bigger than ourselves speaks volumes to what we're trying to build here. And I'm just really glad to be a part of it. Nothing but gratitude for this opportunity.
And so did you watch AU last year? And if you did, what was it that drew you to it?
I did watch a few AU games last year. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, last year I did watch a few games. It just drew me because a lot of WNBA players play in this, and I think, you know, that's like the highest level. And I just wanted to be a part of it. I just wanted to compete against them and show that I belong.
Tiana's played overseas in Mexico, Puerto Rico, Israel, France over the last couple of seasons. How does the overseas competition and the nature, I know the unique scoring system, that is very different, but just the style of basketball, how does that compare or contrast?
I think overseas is a little more loose. I think like with the locals and everything, like we play with a lot of younger players. Sometimes they're like under 20, so sometimes it's hard to get a full practice in. And here, this is like our main job, so everyone's always bought in, and I think both levels go hard and, you know, compete well, but here I think everyone's a little more committed.
No, I don't have a question for you, but I wanted to just add something to what you said, that you wanted to play because you wanted to prove that you belong. Well, young lady, you have proven that you belong.
Thank you.
And keep doing what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Tiana Muldrow, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Our squad is rolling. Third quarter winds down. Alysha Gray with 22. Had 26 on Thursday. Oh, baby! Fall away, Gray! Alysha Gray was in some foul trouble at the end of the first half. Her teammates picked her up, and now it's her turn. She was handed the baton and has her team up 25.
go, Z! That's what I'm saying. Not the wide leg. I got too much energy to sit down right now. Ah! Hi! Right, Kelsey, right, Kelsey! No, see, come here. I miss you.
Tori Harrison mic'd up today during day 2, game 1, week 1. Athletes Unlimited Women's Basketball Season 3, Team Gray made a statement on Thursday, and they are furthering that statement with a 25-point lead, another quarter win for each of their 10 players. Alicia Gray scored the final 8 points for her own team of that third quarter. Just another dominant performance, 24 points following her 26-point effort on Thursday. We still have a whole quarter to go. Ty Young kicks out Cole. Dory rolled on the screen. Cole couldn't get it to her. 4 to shoot, jump ball.
And for Team Mitchell, they just need to find a way to score some points. And hopefully they can come out with the win for this quarter and add another 60 points to their leaderboard total.
Keeping an eye on the leaderboard. As far as players playing right now. Gray and Cloud are having breakout days. Tiffany Mitchell with 19, but not just the 19, the efficiency for all of these players. Enxler, despite fouling out of the game, 9 rebounds, 10 block shots now in 2 games. Anyone else that really leaps out to you, Cheryl?
Air Hearn.
Yeah.
Air Hearn for Team Mitchell. She has really come out today and has shown people why she was the overall #1 pick for Team Mitchell. 17.6 rebounds on 7 of 10 shooting. Air Hearn has that name for a reason. Air got a little bit of something to do with it. Yeah, but she has been the one bright spot for Team Mitchell.
It hasn't come to this season yet because they lost their game to Team Sims yesterday, but a year ago in Athletes Unlimited, Air Hearn, 3rd season with AU, tied with Naz Hillman and CeCe Andrews for the AU lead with 3,300 win points. So did find a way to put herself on some winning teams and impact winning games. Mitchell feeds Young. It's been that kind of day for Team Mitchell.
Yeah, that's tough.
3 on 2, give and go, smooth.
And it's been that kind of way for Team Gray. It's beautiful basketball.
Gray, Cloud, Gray. And on this end, Cole with the end one.
Team Gray, they just do such a nice job of sharing the ball. Gray to Cloud, Cloud to Gray. It's cloudy and gray, but it's not. It's sunny today.
Sunny today.
But I made that rhyme a little. No?
No, I agree. You should be a poet. You were singing earlier, now you're doing poetry.
Okay, Brenda, not really. No. It's not cloudy and gray. It's sunny outside, but inside, just saying. I think Alicia's going to be pretty happy with this squad she's put together, though.
Hey, right now, whatever Team Orange has going on, they will take the Gray Cloud cover. 84-62. Impactful here for the quarter. Remember, despite the lopsided score for the game, Ty Young, or pardon me, Dory Harrison with the fall away.
Shot, Dory. That
makes it 6-2, Team Mitchell in the quarter. So something to play for with 8 minutes to go.
Back.
Picked at by Cloud. Colson, Gray. Alicia Gray with 4 made threes in the game. Mitchell, same spot, opposite side. You cannot ignore, we've discussed defense propelling offense. Team Gray with 16 points off of turnovers. And when you get easy baskets, oftentimes it's because you're sharing the ball and high percentage shots. 31 baskets made for Team Gray, 23 assists. 7:31 to go. Team Gray's lead is 20. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Nike.
Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball, where Team Gray has a pretty dominant lead. I am here with LA Sparks head coach Curt Miller, and you know what? You've been here the past few years. So how have you seen it change over the years, and what excites you most about being here?
Yeah, always great to be out and support. Such a great opportunity for our players not to have to go overseas, another professional league. I've seen the benefit of players coming into camp, coming out of AU, and really have good years on the back heels of the AU season. So just love it. It just continues to get better and better. 40 great players this year.
Let's talk about the benefits. What qualities of playing have you seen players come back in with after they've played AU?
You know, they come game ready. You know, there's people that want to stay in the States, not play overseas, but sometimes they're not game ready because they're only working with trainers. So to have these guys in organized games, it's a real benefit.
So I'm going to put your analyst hat on a little bit now. What do you see in the game so far?
A little bit sloppy. You can tell it's opening weekend, a little bit of nerves, getting used to playing with each other. But I love the competitiveness. You see the WNBA players really leading out there. You see the competitiveness, even though it's a little bit sloppy, but it's just going to get better and better.
You have your WNBA players on the court, so I'm going to let you go right back to them. Thank you so much for coming with us.
Thank you.
Ari Kirk, great stuff. Lexi Brown, Ray Burrell, and Zaya Cook, the active LA Sparks here at AU. 3 of 40 athletes participating in the 4-week sprint That is Athletes Unlimited women's basketball. You know, and Kurt Miller, for his team especially, with Nneka Ogwumike heading to the Seattle Storm. You talked about this with Delle Donne in Washington. There's a changing of the guard. There's sort of a culture change, but Kurt really couldn't implement his culture in LA. They were injured constantly, changing rotations. So great opportunity for a situation, Cheryl, I think, where players are going to uncover what they can do, and then it really could translate because opportunities are opening up for these young sparks.
Absolutely. In the 3 seasons that I've been fortunate enough to be a part of AU, I've seen it every season. There have been players who either weren't in the W or didn't have a contract. They come, they play in AU, they work on their game, they get better. W coaches see it, they recognize it, they invite them to training camp. Either they get a training camp contract or they make a team. Lexi Brown is a prime example for me. When you look at what she's done in AU, what she did last year, then getting an opportunity to go play for the Sparks. Now she has, I believe she signed a 2-year deal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she has a contract with the Sparks. So absolutely, Athletes Unlimited, not only does it help the current W players, but it helps players who are trying to be seen and want an opportunity to play.
It will be Lexi's 3rd year upcoming with Los Angeles. She's been in the league 6 years. Cloud off the back iron from 3. Here comes one of the LA Sparks featured in this game, Zia Cook. Siegrist climbs in the lane and will stay off to our left. 84-66, Team Mitchell winning the quarter 9-2. At the very least, if you're Team Mitchell, you can't get the 180 points. Still some time, possibly, who knows? Jumper swish. Nice connection by Keila Mays. But if you can split the quarters and come out with the split, you'll take it.
You'll take it,
right?
absolutely. And even more so than that, you have another game tomorrow.
Yep.
So it's all about right now, yes, you want to try and win this quarter, but it's also about getting some momentum going into the game tomorrow and trying to work on some things that can help you hopefully walk out with a W tomorrow.
Natasha Cloud got bumped and is heading to the line for the first time today. $12 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds for Cloud. She has scored in double figures in 25 of 31 career AU games. Make it 26 with the effort today. Just consistency, and as Cheryl has talked about, she can be just as good as a scorer than a playmaker. Cook tries to knife around Cloud. The whistles go back and forth as we go under 6 minutes to go in regulation.
You know, Tasha's one of those players that she plays just as hard, if not harder, on the defensive end than she does on the offensive end, because she wants to dictate the tempo. She wants to dictate what the offense is going to do, and she doesn't make it easy for them.
Well, and we've talked about this a couple times now. It's infectious when the best players on your team, whether it's the W, whether it's AU, if they're bringing the effort on that end of the floor, then you better do it too, because they're setting that standard.
Yeah, and that's the expectation, right? And it's that way everywhere, not just here at AU, but to your point, even in the W. You know, I remember it was some years ago, but I remember when I played, that was the standard. It was, if we're bringing it, we're coming early, we're staying late. That's the expectation. That's the culture that we built. And, you know, other players, they have to understand this is what we're all about. And Tosh does. Tasha's one of those players that does a really nice job of setting that tone and expectation.
All defensive player in AU last year, 26 steals. 2-time all defense in the WNBA, a champion with the Washington Mystics. A new chapter in her career heading to the Phoenix Mercury. 13-2 Team Mitchell in the 4th quarter. Gray for 3. Nice work on the boards by Mays. 3rd year in AU out of NC State. Limited minutes on Thursday. Gray pounds the rock and got fouled.
Alicia Gray, she is going to attack the basket. Doesn't matter who is in front of her. Akila May is doing a nice job of getting back and at least contesting the shot.
Here's the rest of our Week 1 schedule. Tonight on ESPN Plus, Team Hall opposes Team Sims. It's a 6 Eastern start. And then Sunday, note the 5:30 Eastern start for the second game of our doubleheader. 3 o'clock the opening game, same as today. You know, I found it hard to believe Team Gray, with the victory on Thursday, scored 88 points. That was the 3rd highest point total of all 4 teams. So that must be crawling in their heads. They know they got the win Thursday, but if Team Sims follows with a 2-0 start, that's all stuff you've got to consider and maneuver in your brain of wanting to be atop that leaderboard.
And that is absolutely something that they are thinking about.
Kelsey Mitchell, that has to feel good to drill the 3. Believe it or not, that is Kelsey Mitchell's first 3 of opening weekend.
Just crazy to hear that. Ooh.
1 in each game. 1 of 7 and 1 of 6. And there's Tiffany Mitchell up to 21 points. There's the commitment on defense. Siegrist, because of the double, Mitchell found her. Maddie Siegrist, we highlighted her in the pregame. 6 of 9 Thursday, 6 of 11 tonight. I'm impressed with the face-up game, Cheryl, and doesn't need as great of a sharpshooter as she was in college. And her role was to maybe make more shots from the outside with Dallas in her first year. Can get it done, go to the paint.
Well, and Maddie Siegrist is one of those players that I could say Athletes Unlimited is going to be really good for her going into the W season with the Wings. Nice little dribble handoff to Tiffany Mitchell. Fine, you know what I love? She does the dribble handoff, but she doesn't just stand. She finds the open spot on the floor. Tiffany, gosh, Kelsey finds her and gives it right back to her for an easy 2. Mitchell's got me all confused right now.
Kelsey, Tiffany. Hey, it happens.
And they used to be teammates, so I couldn't imagine.
It's true. In Indiana.
Yeah.
Gray, 5th 3-pointer.
Alicia Gray.
It's now 8 threes in 2 games. 240 points just from the 3-pointer. You get 30 per 3 in AU. I just took a risk there, Cheryl, and did math on the air, which is
I'm not
dangerous
going to
tactic.
even try to add it for you. Correct. I'm going to just take your word for it.
I had my multiplication tables in the back of my brain there, thankfully.
I'm going to take your word for it. So, yeah, you did that.
Hey, you got to just say it quick, and then you just hope Cheryl
keep
knows
going.
it. Yeah.
I did.
That was such a great play by Siegrist. I know there was a few moments ago, but it does bring home the, it's cliche, but when the game slows down for young players, like having the wherewithal.
Yes.
Don't stand still, let's keep moving.
Well, and playing with a vet like a Kelsey Mitchell, she's going to find you. She's going to help you understand the game better. And Maddie Siegrist, to me, she had a great opening night, but even though the score doesn't show it, but I think she's doing a great job for Team Mitchell today, too.
Colson, no, and that miss puts Team Gray under 50% from 3, 12 of 25. Still an excellent day shooting the basketball. 3 players in double figures, Gray with 31, Tiffany Mitchell with 23, Tosh Cloud with 12. By the way, Alicia Gray now has 20-plus point scoring in 7 of her last 9, including 5 in a row dating back to last season. Fill it up.
You think she's not going for that top spot on the leaderboard this year?
Not satisfied with the 4th place finish a year ago. You called Air Hearn earlier for the nice game she's had. 18 points, 7 of 10 shooting, 8 rebounds. Make it 19. And that puts Team Mitchell up 9 for the quarter, hoping for a split. Here is the updated leaderboard in real time. Again, you can find the latest at auprosports.com. Touch pass! Muldrow did the rest, but pretty setup by unselfish Team Gray.
Talk about ball movement. Doesn't matter what the score is. Team Gray, when they move the ball like this, Alicia Gray penetrating to Tiffany Mitchell. Nice little touch pass to Muldrow. I love it. Way to cut to the basket, big girl. Tiffany Mitchell, that was stanky. I like it.
Mitchell with that assist. Now 1 of 4 players in this game for Team Gray have at least 5 assists. Colson, Mitchell, Gray, and Cloud with 7.
That's sharing the basketball and moving the basketball. Also, that makes it tough for the defense to be able to just hone in on one player when every single guard on the floor is moving the basketball like that.
Cloud flew through the air. Here comes Cloud. Poked at, and Siegrist will go to the line. 2:22 to play. Team Gray down 8 in the quarter. How they've come together so swimmingly, led by Alicia Gray.
I mean, 26 points because she's just done everything. Nice floater over me here, spotting up from 3. That's deep. Good defense, better offense. Oh, you thought that was a fluke? Let me just show you one more time what I can do. Alicia Gray has come to play today. I wasn't done, Brendan.
It's alliteration. It's good. We're pulling out all the subjects today. Music, English, mathematics.
How about that?
There's nothing we can't do, Cheryl Swoops.
Try to keep telling myself.
You know, combined 4 WNBA championships.
Listen,
A
and
Hall of
today,
Fame inductee combined between the 2 of us.
I'm sorry. And today, there's nothing that Tiffany Mitchell can't do.
23 points. Oh, nice pass by Mitchell. She just turns around. I knew that was going in.
Okay, I see you, Kelsey Mitchell. That was nice.
Yeah, she's got that stern look in her eye, though, because the result on the scoreboard has not been their way, but locked in to finish the quarter.
They'll take the 60 points for the quarter.
Alicia Gray tried to put Siegrist in her bag. Not that time. So we come up on 90 seconds. Hearn, deep 3. Rebound to Mitchell. Wonder if she's going to take one after our chat with her on Thursday.
Yes, she is. If she, I mean, she's not going to get a turnover.
She's going to take it and make it. Tiffany Mitchell.
She said, "You talking about this, Brendan? Of course I'm going to shoot this thing.
Give her 30 more."
Ooh.
4 for 4 from deep, Tiffany Mitchell.
Wow.
That perfectly encapsulates the night. First team to get into triple digits in week 1.
Well, they have Team Gray. They've just been clicking on all cylinders today.
Still Team Mitchell's quarter, up by 7. Gray collects the rebound, just her 3rd, but 5 assists, 31 points. Tiffany Mitchell files in behind with 28. You would think, folks, that you look up and down this roster that they have experience together in the W. Now, you have the South Carolina connection, but they have come together playing ball the right way. Cloud, yeah! 3rd 3 for Natasha Cloud. 103-82, your final. Sheryl Swoopes, what a performance by Team Gray. Now 2-0 and victorious in a total of 5 quarters through 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, Team Gray, there's not much you can say. Everyone on that squad was clicking today. They brought it. Team Gray is here to try and finish 3-0 this week.
Team Mitchell falls to 0-2. They do get 2 quarter wins, so the team split the quarter wins 180 apiece to each member of Team Gray. Coming up later tonight at 6 Eastern, Team Sims and Team Hull. Athletes Unlimited continues at 6 o'clock. For Sheryl Swoopes, Ari Chambers, and our entire crew, Brendan Glasheen signing off. Athletes Unlimited here in Dallas.